This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. Hello, Betsy.
Marcy, how are you?
I am very well. Thank you for asking me.
I feel spring has sprung.
It does.
Are you feeling that?
Oh, I have my air conditioner on already.
Yeah, it's cold.
Oh, yeah. I love to see your nipples. That's why.
They're huge right now.
Yeah, they are 4-inch out.
Yeah. And that's not even the coldest.
No,
they get huge in the cold.
Honestly, she tore my curtains when she walked in. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
you should see me when I'm skiing on the mountain. It's dangerous for everyone.
Well, it's good because it makes sure that if you were to run into anything, you got a little barrier.
Very true. But I have pierced people before.
Yeah, you killed a whole pack of wolves with them.
Killed a whole pack of wolves. Fortunately, and I don't support this, but fortunately they were trying to attack a family.
Yeah.
And then I shish kebabbed them on my nipples. I was just trying to ski, and I just kind of landed in that situation, and I'm a local hero.
Yeah, and they had a celebration where they ate all the wolves.
Yes.
You had to roast your nipples.
I had to roast my nipples over an open fire for hours.
But you're a good sport.
Yeah. I am.
You are.
I like it.
So,
anyways, sorry about that.
Speaking of cold weather sports, we're going to talk about a place in an area that I have been to, but I did not go see this place.
Okay.
Huge regret. But we're talking about the old Jesse Lee Home for Children in Seward, Alaska.
Ooh. That whole sentence is scary.
Well, Seward is, wow, what a place. I went there because I was doing an Alaskan cruise performing, and our ship got broken down.
I'm so glad I said no to that.
Oh my God. It was a nightmare, Betsy. But it was maybe the most fun I ever had because that week, because the ship was broken down and we were going home after the next week.
Yes.
So we were kind of just like, fuck it. Because we had already been fired twice.
Oh my God, really?
We got fired. We got fired. I was so happy. Then rehired. And then I was like, oh no.
Wait, why did they fire you the first time?
Because they're like, maybe this doesn't make sense for this ship because there's just a bunch of old people. And then they're like, we'll go ahead and finish out the contract. And I was like, no.
What a nightmare on all. And the toilet stopped working, right?
Well, just mine. I was a little drunk. Maybe, who knows what really happened that day. But anyway, I was shipwrecked in Seward, Alaska.
Whoa.
Where I took a cab to a bar, walked in, literally have never felt this in my life. Record scratch. That was the hottest thing in that town. People were like, oh, hell yeah.
Whoa.
A cab driver named Mad Jack asked me, he was saying something. He wanted to take me out. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to get married. And he goes, I don't want to marry you. I just want to munch your box.
Whoa, Mad Jack.
He had ducks, golden ducks all over his cab.
Marcy, I feel you should have
married
gone for it.
Let him munch my box. He looked like one of the members of ZZ Tops. Currently.
Okay.
Keep
going. I mean, he sounds like a dreamboat, man.
Any hoodle. So,
wow. Okay.
Seward.
Seward.
This, I'm just going to read directly because someone in 2007, a man named Scott Johnson wrote this. So, the cold, snory.
Snory.
So, there's this home in Seward, Alaska, the Jesse Lee Home for Children. What? It originated in 1890.
God.
in the Unalaska region. I don't know what Unalaska is. So it was a women's home and a missionary society for the Methodist Episcopal Church.
Okay.
Opened the doors to schools. It became a school educating young Native children. And then it eventually was run by Professor John Tuck and his wife. And then it has since then taken a turn. But so, they've taken these like disadvantaged children. Basically, they just scooped up a bunch of Native kids and like, we're going to make you assimilate. So and it became an orphanage, which is really sad too. So they came to live in this orphanage, and there was like an epidemic of influenza. So a lot of the people died.
God.
It killed them. It killed their... Oh wait, sorry. I'm having that wrong. The reason that it became an orphanage is because of an influenza epidemic.
Oh, God.
So it killed a lot of their parents, so a lot of kids came there.
Oh, my God.
So
That's
legend
so sad.
tells that the name Jesse Lee was actually that of a beloved traveling preacher. And the school was named for him because of his love for children and unwavering generosity toward them. I already don't trust him.
Yeah, you should see my face.
Because of difficulties getting supplies to the school, it was moved in 1925 to Seward, where it flourished. So that's where we are now. So it was in the Unalaska region, then moved to Seward.
Okay.
So there's more than 70 children there, and there's a staff of 10 adults. And in
Currently?
in 1927, the home gained notoriety through one of its students, a 13-year-old boy named Benny Benson. Benson entered a contest to design Alaska's state flag, and he won.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, that is cute. So, So it also served. It also served as like barracks during World War II.
Okay.
For soldiers.
Yeah.
So in 1964, on Good Friday, tragedy struck the school in the form of a natural disaster.
Jesus.
An earthquake, one of the worst that Alaska has ever seen, rocked the land and toppled some of the walls in the dormitories, and more than a dozen children were killed.
Oh my God.
Yes, they're very sad. So the Alaskan government decided to move the school once again to its current home in Anchorage, which is where it is now.
Okay. Still known as the Jesse Lee?
Yes.
School?
Very
wow.
sweet. So the old buildings were simply left there. So here, that's the backstory. Here's the ghost story.
Hell yeah.
So
give it to me.
Visitors of the site say that of the old Jesse Lee School report numerous phenomenon. They hear footprints.
They hear footprints?
So sorry.
Gotcha.
I'm so stupid. Oh my God. I'm going to quit. Okay. So they've seen like footprints in the snow. Ooh. There's a feeling of sadness when you walk into the building. There's reports from tourists and conservationists saying that they hear the sound of giggling children. And when they go to investigate where the giggling is coming from, no one to be found.
Oh, God.
They've also heard sounds of balls bouncing.
Ew.
Ropes.
This is so scary.
Jumping.
Ropes double dutching.
Yeah, just slapping the sidewalk.
Ew. This is god awful.
There's even been reports of hearing running footsteps. And then shouts of joy.
Oh,
so it sounds like these
they're
kids
having fun. Yeah. That's fine, but still,
these kids
that's
are
scary
having
as
the
shit.
time of their fucking deaths. Okay. So in 1966, they gave the deed over to a Methodist church, and then today it has private owners, and so they have conservationists who are trying to like rebuild it now. But it's basically like just this like abandoned building that they're slowly rebuilding.
Whoa.
Like as I was looking all this stuff up, there's like a Facebook group where it's just like a bunch of older people, like just trying to be like, let's resurrect this place. But it's such a crazy area, Betsy, because there's not a lot there, but it's like one of the main towns. It's like one of the main ports.
I've only been to Anchorage. Alaska's a wild place. My parents met in Alaska.
Oh my God.
Teaching natives.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
And that's where they fell in love. They got chased down by a moose and fell in love.
Do you know that a moose in the summertime, all of its you know how they like lose their horns?
Yeah.
So, but before they when they molt, what happens is all the velvety fur, it falls off like bloody gore.
Ew.
It's like, because it's like actual flesh. It's
Yes.
like, so underneath are the the
antlers.
bone like
Yes.
like antlers, but over that in the wintertime they have this velvety fur, and when it falls off, it looks like a true like thing out of a nightmare.
Oh God!
Like I can imagine people seeing that and being like, "A Wendigo."
I could do, like
A Wendigo. Is that what? Yeah, Wendigo.
Yeah. I could see that for sure. Of just like, what is that thing?
Yeah.
We need to run away from that.
I will say about the old Jesse Lee Home for Children in Seward, Alaska, is we often say, I would love to go there. I don't. I was already in Seward. I did everything there is to fucking do there.
How big is Seward?
It is smaller than Los Feliz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it's
of
like
course it's
basically
on
two
water.
streets.
It's like on water.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
two main streets, and then you have like houses and stuff that like
Yes,
off.
okay.
But
Wow.
like I've done all the things to do there, and
Yeah.
I don't need to go back.
Yeah.
Bad memories.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's good.
Old Jesse
That's
Lee.
spooky.
Spooky.
God, that is so damn spooky. Like all it needed to be more was just like a hospital.
Yeah.
To make it spooky. But that is
Also,
horrifying.
how horrifying that like the flu went around and killed a bunch of kids' parents. So they're like, well, I guess we need this fucking orphanage.
Isn't that crazy?
That's how life
that
used to
whole
be.
like influenza epidemic at the turn of this or whatever. Like I remember one of my grandmas being like, "I survived, but I saw a lot of people like die," and I was just like, "God damn!"
Well, that's why you're so afraid of getting sick now.
Jeez,
She did
yeah,
ya.
I feel that.
She did you in.
That probably started me off this.
Oh my God. All of the people I love are going to die.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Oof.
if you guys have your own
Yes.
haunted places and locations or stories, secondhand, firsthand,
Whatever. Oh yeah.
send it our way.
Please.
Whether it be ghosts, UFO, premonition, weird psychic stuff.
Yeah. Anything.
Send it to
Yeah.
funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
And thank you for listening. Please rate and review and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Please.
We love it.
We need it.
We need it bad. You guys, we need it so bad.
Well, come on, just this one time.
Come on, just rate and review,
Just
would
this
you?
one time. Betsy,
Yes.
are you very excited as I am?
I am very excited as you are.
Because we have on the podcast
Ooh,
today
yeah.
someone who is so
Fucking funny.
who has made me cry multiple times with laughter. You have seen him you've seen him on The Good Place. You've seen him in Isn't It Romantic?
Yes.
Can You Ever Forgive Me? And the other two, Brandon Scott Jones.
Oh, hi.
Welcome.
Hi. Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
I should also say UCB too.
Yes.
That's how we know each
That's
other.
how we all know each other.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. We
Freshly-
were just.
oh, yeah, go ahead.
No. I was going to say we were reminiscing about a show we did.
Oh my gosh.
It was right
maybe
before you
8
moved
years
here.
ago.
Yeah. Have you moved here that long ago? To LA? This is such a weird story.
I guess because it wasn't it like
Yeah.
2010 that we did that show?
Oh, yeah. It may have been like 2010 and we did that show.
Isn't that crazy that 2010 was so long
It's
ago?
so-
It's almost a decade ago.
That's so fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
Next year's
It's so
2020.
crazy.
Oh shit.
And we were in a show written by Chris Kelly, who is so funny, and the creator, one of the co-creators of the other two, and
He's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes.
Other people.
the co-head writer at SNL a couple years back. He is so funny, and he wrote this show called "Oh My God, I Heard You're Dying," and it's kind of like a semi-biographical show about a death in his family, and we were all characters in it,
Yeah.
visiting the dead person or the dying person in the.
Yes.
And you played the son. You played basically Chris's. Essentially, like the son, right?
Yeah, but I think we were just talking because at the end of the show, I was fully nude from the waist down, and there was just
he walks out like kind of cupping himself.
yeah, it's like cupping. Yeah,
yeah.
And everyone else is on stage at the
Yeah.
same time because we like burst in, and he's having this really dramatic, sobbing, like very tearful moment of him like I'm gonna miss you so much, and in this particular show, keep going.
In this particular show, for some reason, I'm fully nude on stage, like just doing this sad monologue.
Yeah.
I just get the tiniest itch on like the crease of like my underbutt.
Yeah, his
and
cleavage.
my butt cleavage, and everybody else is on stage like watching me give this
He's
monologue behind me.
downstage
I
for
can't
us
see
actors.
them. Yes, and I like kind of like just like wipe. It's not even a scratch. It's like a wipe of the butt crack.
Yeah, just like a just grace. And we were all watching him, like supposed to be like so touched and tearful, and then we see that, and we all just start in unison like shaking, like the shoulder shake. Where we're like, oh god, and then we are just burying our heads in each other. Because
I had no idea it happened too. Like, so I'm doing this monologue, and then there's just a chorus of people behind me just like jiggling laughing.
Did you like hear it from the audience, like, or did the audience react to you guys laughing?
we made it seem as if it were tears.
Oh, good.
Like,
Oh my gosh, it was such an insane.
a lot of head burying in each other. Because I think it was
so funny.
It's so funny to think about that show because it was me, Darcy Carden, Morgan Jarrett. Who else?
Michael Hartney.
Michael Hartney.
Yeah.
And Chris Kelly.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
so we are all just like shaking, crying.
Oh
on
my gosh,
stage.
it was a good crew of people to have.
Oh my.
Show your butt to every single night.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so fantastic.
Brandon, you're so funny.
Oh my god.
And you're so busy. Thank you for being on the podcast.
No, I'm so
thank
happy.
you. Welcome to LA. I'm
thank
so
you.
pumped.
I'm pumped too.
It's
That's
the
the
best.
word that I've been using. I've been like,
and if you're
pumped. It's so great.
in New York,
I love
he's
it.
bi-coastal too. So
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I'm bicoastal.
Bi-coastal.
Bicoastal, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So let's just get into
Let's do it.
Okay, so we always start by asking our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
What do I believe about the paranormal? I believe. So I came to the conclusion that I have to believe in like ghosts just in general because the level at which it scares me and like the level at which those types of films and those types of stories and the level at which I go deep down holes to like, you know, whether it's like a Dear David type or thing or what, you know, I like that type of stuff just genuinely affects me. And I was thinking about it one day. I was like, why is this the thing that is the scariest to me?
Yeah.
And it is. And I was like, I guess it's because I genuinely think and feel it. You know,
Yes.
you can feel that stuff.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I've never thought of it because I feel kind of the same way of just like, why does this scare me more than a lot of things?
Yeah.
And I think it is like, oh my God, it could happen, right?
It could.
Like,
It's
you know
like, I believe that would happen more than a man in like a creative mask charging after me. A creative mask. Charging
that
after
mask's creative.
That mask is very creative.
Oh, you made bunnies scary to me.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny is
Yeah.
that I find that so many people who are afraid of it tell themselves that it cannot be real, so that it kind of offsets their fear.
Oh, that it's almost like that's. Oh, like so they're like this. I cannot believe this is my own imagination.
It's too scary.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Don't you
yeah.
find that's true for
Yeah.
some of our guests?
Yeah,
That, like,
for
Yeah.
sure.
it's too scary. I cannot believe in this.
Yes, no, I think it's interesting. I feel like almost the opposite. That my thing is the opposite. Where it's
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
like if it's deeply affecting me that much, that means that in my brain there has to be some possibility and there has to be some sort of like feeling.
Yeah.
Where like this feels like it is going to happen. I've been in the presence of that type of stuff, you know. And it's very, very fun. And I do believe in. I'm kind of like I go on like deep dives a lot about like, you know, like mediums and psychic and so forth like that. And I'm really into the concept of I just read like a blog post about what was called like grief vampires, which is a grief vampire is essentially like a medium that says I can talk to somebody who's passed, but it's somebody who really feeds off of your grief and like is just very good at reading how you feel. And so it's not actual supernatural stuff, but I think that it's the experience of the other person and that catharsis and that belief. And I was like, oh, that's a different type of thing, but it feels really weird, right? I mean, I don't know.
That's so wild.
I
That
know,
makes
right?
sense.
A grief
though.
vampire.
A grief vampire. Somebody who's like, yeah, give me your grief. I'll take it. And then, but I mean, like, I'll listen to it, but I will make you feel better about it by pretending and saying that I can do this.
That's so
So I believe
funny.
also in mediums.
Yeah.
You guys do?
Yeah, I think a lot are a sham.
Yeah, or Greek vampires. Yeah,
I mean, I think that's probably like, I totally think that a lot are bullshit, and that I've met a few that I'm like, feels right and real.
And I've heard just stories and stuff where it's like, they're, and it just like, why not? There has to be people who can connect to the other world or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys watch? Do you watch the OA?
You're the second person.
You're the second person to bring up OA.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, I'll do an unsolicited plug for the OA because I'm as a fan.
You need to talk to Madeline Walter.
Okay, I will gladly talk to Madeline Walter about
from
this
Search History.
From Search History, yeah. No, I will gladly talk to her about this because I have never watched a show and been just so completely engrossed in not only the supernatural elements of it, but it's supernatural elements that are so. This is going to sound crazy when you watch the show, and for people who are listening to the podcast who have seen the show, there's something about that show I believe it. It gives me it's a show about empathy and hope and faith, and not in like a religious way, but just like in this leap of faith type of way. And then OA stands for something that you'll find out if you haven't watched it.
Overeaters Anonymous.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I go there often.
I need to, but I'm busy snacking.
I got an afternoon full of snacks.
Yeah. Afternoon full of snacks. If I can fit you in, I will.
I felt that way, and this is, I'm sure, tonally so different, but I really felt that way when I saw Defending Your Life.
Oh, yeah.
The Albert Brooks movie.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that. I feel you've told me about it. You love it, right?
It's a great comedy. It's a great love story.
Yeah.
And I think that even though it's not so like, this is what I think it looks like and feels like, but the idea that you the only point of living is that you live a life that you're proud of.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
And that you let yourself be loved, and you love other people, and that you can stand by how you lived your life.
I like that.
It is, yeah.
And so that's why that's the whole premise of it is Albert Brooks.
Very
totally
neurotic, a little bit different, but there's something spiritual that you just will feel for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Ooh, I gotta watch both. OA,
it's great.
Totally very different.
Okay,
very
yes.
different. OA can get scary, and then it can get insane, and then it can get very, very heartfelt and moving. And
and Madeline mentioned multiple dimensions and stuff. That's a big part. Do you do you believe in that?
I mean, yes. I don't know how that I guess this is what I put into. Oh my gosh, I'll say this. I mean, whatever I put into the concept of multiple dimensions, I think other people put into the concept of mainstream religions that you would feel I think that's the way I look at it. Where I'm just the concept of a forking path, where it's just had I said no that day, or had I said yes that day, and how big, how small, I don't know. The infinite number of possibility outcomes and so forth.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Bandersnatch on?
Fuck, I haven't watched it yet.
It's
like a choose your own adventure kind of, right?
And again, that's another one where I just thought this. I was what a cool concept and what a successful way to do it.
You love Netflix.
I do. I was just about to reference Haunting of Hill House. Did you guys watch that show?
That was great.
I have never seen a show that good.
1/3 of the episodes, 1/3 of the scenes, actually, because there was somewhere I was but I would say fully 1/3. I was like, this is mind blowing for me, and the other 2/3, I was like, this is fine.
Yeah.
But 1/3 of it, I was just there were some scenes and shots where I was like,
there were some episodes on their own where it's that's a fucking good horror movie.
Yes, this is unbelievable. I can't believe this is just a chapter in a larger story, because I could watch that. It was and just the way they told the story.
Yeah, it was like a play.
It was like a play. It really,
a lot
really
of it,
was.
Especially that I think it was episode 4 with the long tracking shot.
The storm one.
Episode 6 where they're at the funeral.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was trying to imagine them rehearsing so much. I was what fun.
Doesn't that look like, that would be the most fun.
Yeah, where it's okay, so then after the camera moves, you go and hide behind the coffin. Yeah. And then you're going to be standing there when it comes back.
Spoiler!
Oh, shit.
Just kidding.
I mean,
just kidding. It's fine.
Whatever.
I mean, no,
man.
you're gonna be no.
You're gonna
my-
be surfing.
Yeah, they're in
Yeah,
mechanics.
surfing.
You take your shirt
So
off. And, it's gonna be fun.
awesome.
It would have been really. That would have been so fun. But also, similarly, could you imagine messing up a take? Like you were like, well, let's back to one. You said fart instead of hello. You know what I mean? Like,
That's always
And,
it.
Which
and
is
honestly,
my big
Please
problem.
just say hello.
Brandon, it's been the 8th time today. You said fart instead of hello.
right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm
Crafty,
just,
no more dairy for Brandon.
I know, that's all I'm thinking. Okay. But can I just have one more box of cream? One more box of cream. And then,
Box of cream.
not a
Yeah,
big
one
box,
of those
a tiny
that
box.
like you don't have to refrigerate for a while.
Yeah, condensed cream.
None of those are. That's not a thing.
Yeah, you know when the cream comes out and it's a little bit thicker and a little bit darker than
Yeah, you
normally?
kind of have to
That's
chew
not
it.
it.
Chew it. Oh man.
Love chewing cream.
I love chewing cream, and then
Yum.
now I'm gonna say my character is again delivery man number 2. Hello.
Should we just cut him?
No,
I feel we should just
no,
cut his
he's
part.
too good.
No.
When he's good, he's good.
You're right. But I mean, he hasn't been.
And the worst part is maybe we should just put instead of his line at the very end of the take, we should just put it at the very beginning. So if it doesn't work,
Honestly, we'll get it in post. We'll fix it in post.
and then you just watch the show, and it's like I'm pretty sure that delivery man said fart, not hello.
I hear the
And
word
it's a
hello.
whole different voice.
Oh yeah, fart.
Hello.
One of my favorite things of working in a writer's room this past year is watching a cut before it's finished and hearing my boss's voice instead of any of the male actors.
Oh,
Like
watching
for-
it down, like
Yeah,
when you're
because
just
he'll
like,
do the ADR for
Yeah.
just placeholder for edits.
Yes, okay.
And then the
Yeah.
actor will come back in and fix it. Or just
I do love that.
it's just really funny to be just to hear all of a sudden a very different voice be like, I get it.
yeah.
That happens when I'll go
Jerry,
in
I
for.
want you to listen to me.
That's always a really funny bit, from The Simpsons and stuff.
Oh my!
too.
It's one of my it's one of my
such
favorite bits ever.
A good bit.
It's always so funny.
It's never not funny. Also, the bit of I feel Naked Gun in scary movies.
Oh, yeah.
Where it'll cut to an insert shot or something, and the hand is completely different.
Oh my gosh! Yes,
a hairier hand.
Yes,
The chest.
Yeah, the chest and Naked Gun, 33 and a third. Oh my god, it's so good.
So good.
There's nothing funnier to me. Or when somebody does a 3 backflips and you know that it's not
And then
Leslie
they
Nielsen.
just pop up. I love it so. Or it's just sorry, now I'm just going, or a dummy body.
Oh my God,
doing
just-
whatever, and then it's fucking funny.
It is as good as it gets to me. Dubbing, body doubles, and bad stunt doubles. I'm into
It's
it.
so good.
Oh,
You know what's
God.
made me laugh harder than
shit.
anything else? Why am I saying this? I don't need to. But once an old lady fell leaving church. And I
Especially
I was
in
8 years old, and
church.
you heard
She's gonna
my,
haunt you. She's
Wait.
gonna haunt you.
I was 8 years old when that happened, guys, and you heard me just remember it, and you heard my laugh, my true honest laugh.
And God, in church,
She was
it's so
exiting
easy to
church.
fucking laugh.
Yeah.
She was exiting church. She fell. And I remember just being like, I can't not. Why is my body doing this?
Well, I think it's just the concept of going to a serene place to try to find
Yes.
peace, and then as soon as you walk out, just you tumble down.
My mom and I had to multiple times go to the cry room because we were laughing so hard in
really?
church. Yeah.
What were you laughing about?
My mom and I would just crack jokes to each other, and one time, my
You'd be like,
mom.
look, he's really hung, right?
Oh, yeah. Lots of those jokes. One time my mom was like, Betsy, I can't go up to get communion. And I was like, why not? And she's like, I'm wearing 2 different shoes. One was a loafer with a heel, and one was a tie, and one was blue and one was black. I was like, Mom, how did that happen? She's like, I was so tired this morning. So I had to leave.
You had to get an extra wafer
I had
for
to get
her.
an extra wafer for her.
Please, yes.
Oh my God, that's very funny.
So funny. That is amazing.
So,
You did the thing you warned us
I know.
about.
Sorry, I was
You put the mic as far away from you
we're
as
just
possible.
hanging out now.
exactly.
Oh my God.
For podcasties.
Have you to bring it back, have you been to like a medium or a psychic?
I have not had the experience that I feel like the great experience that people have had at
Yeah.
one. I've never had that. I've wanted to, and I think I'm also I'm sure it's come up a lot when you even think about this. I'm a very polite person in that scenario where they could be like my name is Brandon, but they could be like, your name's Brian. I'd be like, yeah, it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
should
Right.
be.
And like, I'm just, yeah, it's
Honestly,
like, you're
it's so
from
close. It might as well be.
Argentina. And I'm like, yes, see, you know, like I want to make them feel like they're doing a good job, which ultimately at the end of the day probably hurts them in the long run.
You're not teaching them anything.
I know.
This is why when I go to stand-up shows, I don't laugh if it's not funny to me. I'm like, no, you need to learn this is a bad
them.
one.
Yeah.
You need to bomb every now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to feel this.
Like, that's a really good way. I wonder if that's how they kind of look at it, where they're just like, whew, that was a rough
What a psychic.
That wedding was rough.
that was bad.
Boy, I really got all their dead relatives wrong.
Yeah, I got them all wrong. Holy shit.
I really biffed it on the grandpa.
I know. Apparently he's not dead.
But I love it whenever you watch anything. They're like, well, I'm feeling their energy.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have had multiple like intuitive people tell me that that someone who's alive is around me and they acknowledge they're alive, but that they're still there.
Oh wow! That there's somebody
Wait, what?
multiple. Okay, wait. So that there's a energy around you.
They'll be like, I'll just say specifically my mom. They'll be like, boy, she is all over you, and I'm like, that makes sense. Yeah.
Wow.
And I've had
your mom
cool.
is still with us.
Yeah, she's still with us, and they know that when they're saying it, they'll be like, "She's not passed, but like she's
left her
on
mark
you."
on you. Wow.
Yeah, like she's like with us, and I was like, that really makes sense for her too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that's really that feels very intuitive to me that somebody could say that a strange, you know what I'm saying, that like somebody you have yet to meet, because that's a big risk to say that, you know. I mean, like,
That's a huge swing for the fences.
I mean,
Mommy's
it's not
with
crazy
you.
to be like your mom's up in your business. That's not crazy. That's like most of the world has a mother that's up in their business.
I wish.
but I think
Sue, she leaves you be. Yeah, right. She's probably just too polite to let you know she's so curious.
Yeah, probably.
My mom will my mom was great whenever I last pilot season had a mental breakdown, was like, I'm not auditioning anymore.
oh right, so you had a good pilot season.
It was great. It was great. I was like, I can't do this. I can't cry in my car outside of CBS again. I like literally had a day.
Security guards know me.
Where I literally hit something with my car and fucked up the front, and then stepped in dog shit, and then had a terrible audition. And I was like,
Wait, you had to audition after that?
yeah, and I was like, I can't do this.
What a nightmare.
And then what was my point? Well, I guess I just wanted to say
Your
I don't
mom
want
up in your business?
No, but so I've had many of those days, but anytime that so well, I was gonna say, luckily I became a writer right after that.
Yeah, great.
Like a month later, got a writing job. So, but my mom is definitely the kind of person where if I ever tell her even a sniff of an audition, she's like, "Did you hear? Did you hear?"
Oh,
My
yeah.
parents too. I've like had to stop telling them about it. Where I'm like, I'll let you know when good stuff happens.
I think that's it. And also, like, I would imagine from their perspective, if they have I don't know if your parents have what their understanding is of the type of business. Yes, it clearly sounds. Yeah, but I can imagine that's the only thing that they can ask to follow up. Like my mom will be like, "So, have you had any auditions? You on any shows?" I'm like, no, I would tell you.
You would know.
You would know if something good happened.
It's really funny too, because I've tried to, in moments where I'm not actually stressed, tried to explain like, this adds a lot of stress and pressure to a situation where I already put that on myself.
Yes.
But I've heard psychics say and intuitive people say like, keep that stuff you should keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Because one thing that will happen is sometimes you'll tell someone and they maybe, even if they are supportive and love you, won't want you to get it because they're worried about what that means about your relationship, or like those kind of like insecurities and stuff that people like if you had like, I mean, for instance, like if like you audition for something and it was like, it's going to shoot in France for a year,
awesome.
that your friends would be like, that's so cool. But someone close to you might be like, I don't want her to get it because I don't want to lose her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just like when Kelly got asked to go to France to be a model in Saved by the Bell, and Zach said no.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
exactly. You could be in a Kelly Zach situation.
You could be in a Kelly Zach situation.
I never thought of that.
And that you know, like that no one really affects this stuff fully, but it's kind of putting
something out there.
It's putting something out there that is willing it to not be.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'm not telling you guys shit.
No, come on. What are you doing?
Maybe I'll start fucking booking some stuff then.
Dude, I have my neck strapped to your coattails. You're going to kill me on the way up. Are you all tangled, Brandon?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
all
let's take a quick
tangled
break.
up. Oh, yeah.
We're going back to the pod because Brandon, on our break, you told Betsy something that blew her goddamn mind.
Wait, there's these like recliners that have mini fridges in them.
I fucking am getting one. I'm going to Ashley Furniture this afternoon. God,
They do not
are you
sponsor the show. If
serious?
they would like to sponsor the show, they can
Yeah.
reach out to Headgum.
Oh my God.
I feel like it's like a honestly, the way I associate it is like a staple of like TV, like the best friend on TV. He always has one in their like cool pad.
And
You know
that's
what I'm
my
saying?
life, is I'm always that sloppy best friend on TV.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like, hey man, I ran your car into the grocery store.
Want a cold one?
Wait, you already have two very large recliners and a very beautiful couch. You might have to flip your room.
Flip my room and just get a recliner with a
I
refrigerator.
just mean
in
like
it.
just
Sleep in it.
Like move your TV from this wall to that wall so you can just fit more furniture all
Oh,
around.
yeah. I do want to get 100-inch TV. It's a bit
You want
that
these-
I think is gonna
Happen? Then you'd have to flip the room
We would
around.
have to flip the room.
That's amazing. I can't even imagine how big 100 inches is.
Gigantic.
But they sell them.
Yes.
And they're not.
They're
They
so
manufacture them too.
Yeah,
big.
wait. Wow. I guess I would imagine.
Like, I think not that whole wall, but like
Would it be like
a
this
big chunk.
IKEA Brooklyn Bridge?
I think
Yeah.
Or like a
even
little
bigger.
smaller? Bigger? No.
Oh,
So yeah,
isn't that 100? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. That's like
I'll show
57
you guys
over
when I
there.
get my new living room.
yeah. So that's 9. So that's
Wait,
over 9.
you might have to buy
That's
a
like-
big house to fit that big TV.
I guess I better buy a big house to fit that big TV and that recliner with a refrigerator in it. I'm gonna do some research.
Do some
I
research.
think-
I hope that I feel so confident that these are like legitimate, like just like they're not just sets on TV. Like
Yeah.
they're like legitimate. Like you reach down the side of the recliner and you flip it open,
Are
and
you
then there's like
kidding?
a thing
If
in
you
there.
kept like some brews in there,
Some
Betsy-
brewskis,
Some brewskis, baby.
Whoa.
Also,
couple
Bets-
Schlitz beers.
some Schlitz, some hams, some Red Bulls.
Some Pappy
Ham?
Bees.
Have you ever had Ham's beer?
Oh, I thought it was like
H-A-M-M.
you just wanted some ham.
Hey, it's a mini fridge.
Also, I'm liking this fridge more and more. I'm like,
Do you know?
okay.
While I was like researching, like, well, if I like have a home office, I was like researching a mini fridge. Is how we got on this conversation. But you can get them for your car.
What?
Yes.
Wait,
You get
what
a mini
is
fridge
happening?
for your car? Wait, wow.
Yes.
Glove compartment? Like,
No, it just
Oh,
goes
that
on the
would be-
console. Like it would go, or on the seat, wherever. It just like it holds like 6 cans, and you plug it into your car adapter.
wow.
Whoa!
I can't imagine.
What would you?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you have to
I
keep
guess
on?
it's like a little.
Oh, I guess
it's
it's-
smaller than a cooler.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could live in like we live in the desert. Like, what if you were really in the
True.
deep desert?
Oh, yeah.
The deepest, darkest desert.
The deepest, darkest
darkest,
desert.
driest
Man,
desert.
this is so much fun. All right,
Derek is in the deepest, darkest, driest desert.
he's discovering
Derek
Denise's
is in the-
decomposed derriere. Just her butt.
Let us
Yeah.
warm up for theater.
Yeah, that's you want. Here's my warm up for theater. I like this one. Real world road rules challenge.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna do that all the time. That's so
Real
funny.
world road rules challenge, and also Neutrogena deep clean cream cleanser.
That's so
Those are
good.
fun. They're hard.
Real world road rules challenge.
You have to
That
think
is
about it
so
for a second.
hard.
It really is.
Real world road rules little
About once a year, I do vocal warm-ups, and then I think I should be doing this every day. I got a real mush mouth. Okay, so
Oh yes.
what are you
yes.
gonna say?
Nothing.
You think I
I was
should?
gonna say I do vocal warm ups. I just immediately wake up screaming. Ready for the day.
It's great for your roommates. Okay, so you have a story for us, BSJ?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what do you guys. My story. I feel like fits into your.
I think it will.
Okay. It's about something that happened to me when I was a kid,
Okay.
and then what happened to me again multiple times as an adult, and I didn't know exactly what it was that was going on. So.
This is a boner story.
It is.
I mean, they're pretty paranormal. boners, man.
Maybe you can help me figure out what's happening. I'll show you.
I'll show you right now. Hold on. Let me just think about it. Scott Bakula. Okay, no.
Oh no, he turned out to be a real bad one.
Did he? Oh, no.
No, I'm thinking of Charles in Charge.
Oh, Scott Baio.
Oh yeah, he's
yeah.
like very Republican.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Scott Bakula, great.
Sure. Yeah. I literally, I feel like whenever somebody says, "Oh, but you can't like him anymore," I always get like terrified. I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what
It's
happened?
I know. I'm afraid to say anything.
I think Scott Bakula's great.
I love Scott
As
Bakula.
far as I know.
Great.
I honestly still think Scott Baio's hot though too.
I mean,
Yeah.
Charles in charge.
I will say his head got smaller though.
Did it?
As
Yeah.
he got older, it just shrunk right down. I don't know how it happened.
It's
Just
tiny now.
slowly
It's the size
getting
of a thumb.
Smaller and less round.
Smaller.
Okay.
I guess here's how I'll break this story down. So when I was I guess in my ninth grade, I was very tired, and I went to the nurse's office in school. And sometimes I was like kind of known in high school as being somebody who is like, I wasn't a great student, but I was very busy. Like even teachers would be like, "You need to slow down."
Oh my god! Yes.
I was like running the drama company. I was like the drama club. I was like running. I was on the board of like multiple clubs. I'm I'm in ninth grade, and my grandmother, or maybe this is like around 10th grade now, I just think that, because my grandmother died in ninth grade. And so I go to, anyway, unrelated, is a following year, I go to the nurse's office and I'm like, I'm so tired. I am crammed. I have to like learn all these lines. I can't read this book that my teacher wants me to. Anyway,
Yep.
I just like explained, the nurse is just like, yeah, just take a nap. And so I go and I take a nap.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I know.
Overwhelmed. Take a nap.
Exactly. That nurse didn't exist. No, I'm just kidding.
That nurse died 75 years ago. Nurse nap.
No, letting children sleep. So I go and I lay down on these like very like, there's like it's like essentially like a medical bed.
Yep.
And I immediately fall asleep, but it's the first time I've ever fallen asleep, and it's not like normal. It's that my whole body has gone numb and I can't move my body, but I am very, very, very much awake.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling very much like I can see myself sleeping, almost like I'm out of my body. And I'm sort of freaking out, and I'm trying to be like, what is going on? Like this is so vivid and so real to me.
Yeah.
And so then I'm just like trying to get out of it. And I remember like as looking down at my very paralyzed, sleep paralyzed body. And I'm shaking my head, and then I close my eyes. And when I open my eyes, I'm now standing in my dead grandmother's house.
No.
Yeah. And I know exactly where I am in this house, because it was right in this corner of a room where I can kind of view the kitchen. And I see my grandmother, and she's standing at the kitchen counter,
Yeah.
and she's chopping something now, which is strange already, because she never cooked. I have one grandma that cooked all the time, another one that I never saw like pick
Yeah.
up anything. And so I go in, and I'm like walking in, and it's just the back of her, and I walk in to this room, and then, oh my God, this is gonna sound great, but my entire family is dead on the ground, and my grandmother's there,
shit.
and I'm freaking out. And I wake up. I don't know how I wake up,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I jolt awake, and it's just sort of like, and like the nurse even like comes over and is just like, "Are you all right?" Because that was a violent way to wake up from what
my
looked like a peaceful sleep, because I wasn't moving at all. So I just like, it stuck with me, and I was like, I have no idea what the hell just happened here. But it was the thing that always, more than that visceral image, was the concept of just like going to bed, feeling my body just go whoosh, and then just rising out of it.
Yes.
So, I guess again, I cut to many years later, and I'm living in my this apartment in Brooklyn. And I'm like by myself, or I had a roommate at the time, but I think she might have been out of town for a while. And I haven't had this happen this has to be like 10 years by now. And then all of a sudden I'm going to bed and I feel it happen again, and I immediately know what it is.
Oh my
And I
God.
rise out of my bed and I'm like, what is going on? And I just like sort of I'm there. And this time I was like, I know not to close my eyes, because I know that if I close my eyes for more than anything, I'm going to go someplace I don't want to go.
Oh my God.
I know.
Were you, sorry, real quick.
Sorry if I'm just like
Were
rambling, by the way.
No, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Were you stressed at this point in your life too?
Yes, I was very, very stressed at this point in my life as well. I think I kind of operate since I've been like a kid. I've just operated at like a high level of stress every single second of every single day.
Yeah.
Yes, but like
I understand that.
Yeah, so where I'm just like hyper vigilant. I'm getting better now. I'm like Benjamin Buttoning in like coolness.
Yes. Yeah.
You're tiny.
I know. Yeah, I'm tiny. I'm tiny, cool man. The reason I'm having trouble with the microphone is that it's larger than I am.
He can't hold it up.
He can't hold it up. He's screaming into it.
He's just laying on top of it.
He's laying on top. He's perched on it like Jimmy
like-
Cricket. So I'm stressed in this moment too, and then I'm on my. I'm looking down, and all of a sudden I'm looking down at my body. I'm wearing exactly what I'm wearing. And I like rise out, and I'm like, oh my God. And I can, it's a crazy, insane feeling, because like the sensation that I'm having, it's almost like oh my gosh, your veins are getting squeezed, and that like the blood is not flowing through your body. I think I'm dying each time this happens.
You're having a stroke.
Yes, I'm having a stroke. But then I notice as I'm floating above my body, I can push myself off of these walls.
Awesome.
And so I'm floating around, just like hovering around. And I'm like, what
You're like
is
a space.
Yeah, it's almost like an outer body
Like
experience.
an astronaut.
Like an astronaut, like almost like a localized astronaut.
Yes.
As if I
Awesome.
was the Earth and my spirit was the rocket. Like I don't know what this is. So anyway, I wake up again, and I just like come right back into my body, and I'm like, I get up, I walk around my apartment. This is so vivid to me.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, okay, so the next day goes by, and I'm like at work. I think I was like running a gym. I was running like a health club. And I was like, I need to work out. I need to like do something to get rid of this stress.
Whoa.
And so I start reading. You know, I need to figure out what this is, and this is probably at a time where like maybe. Like I didn't know how to use the internet as well as I do now, but like I would just kind of like Google like what I was happening. I went to like WebMD, and like nothing came up on WebMD, which is like the first time ever.
Because usually it's like probably cancer.
Yes,
And you're like, oh no,
No.
my toe aching is cancer.
Shit! I thought there was a chipped nail. I know. No, I've got epidermis. But like it's so I'm like anyway. This lifeguard at the gym, so it is, gives me this book to read. Just randomly, unrelated to this, that he knows that I'm going through this, called Psychic Warrior. And Psychic Warrior is about astral projection. And it's basically about people in like a government program. And it's essentially a memoir of this guy from Maryland, which is where I'm from. And he was recruited into a governmental program because when he was in like the war, he got shot in the head, had an outer body experience, and then kind of came back to life, essentially, and then was over a course of time had these experiences that led him down a path back to the government, where he would then get coordinates and he would go and astral project. And astral project is when you can go into a trance to send your consciousness into another location of time and space.
I think the
Stranger
government
Things.
will also call it biolocating.
Biolocating. Oh, really? Okay, great.
Well, maybe it's a
No.
little different.
To
but
like kind of spy.
Yes, to
like
spy.
where you could
Yes.
like land in
There are
like
certain
an
people
office
that
somewhere
are
else.
just better at it than others, and they could be like, let's go see in
What?
North Korea where they have their underground missiles, and like
Whoa,
there are people
that's
who are
like Stranger Things.
and the
Yeah.
government literally like has a lot of money that are not going to schools here in America that are taking people, letting them do like LSD trips to see if they can open up further,
Yeah, that is huge.
or like do like like sensory deprivation to see if that will help them.
Yes.
Like it's not a conspiracy; it's an actual real thing.
Yeah.
That the government does, and not just our government; other governments are doing it as well.
Yeah, so there was like a guy, like one of the most famous ones was there's this guy in the early 1900s named Edgar Casey, who Edgar Casey basically posited that like through similar techniques and so forth that like underneath the Sphinx is a hall of records about Egypt that will essentially reveal to you everything that we want to know, but that we cannot access that hall of records because it would be destroying a landmark. It could destroy, you know what I'm saying? And the
Got
Egyptian.
chills.
This is
Is
what
it like
I've like.
the real world version of Akashic records?
Wait, oh, what do you mean? Oh, like, oh yes. What's Akashic?
Akashic records are the records like that are like metaphysical.
Oh, right.
but,
Yes,
like,
yes,
everything
yes.
has already been written. Sort
Everything
of.
is yes. I think that's maybe it could be that. I should have like refreshed
I don't
my
know
memory
either,
on this
but
stuff.
but
No.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners have heard of Edgar
This
Casey
is
before.
blowing
Yes,
my
Edgar-
little tiny mind.
Yeah.
First that fridge in a fucking recliner, and now this shit. God, I'm gonna
Anything's
have to sleep
possible.
for like 4 days after this. God, whoa!
So it's basically this crazy thing. And so I was like, okay, so this has happened to me twice. Maybe it had happened like a third time.
Yeah.
And so what I really start doing is learning about how I can try to wake up from this because it's so terrifying.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I end up learning is how to wake up from this is to lick my lips. I have to like because I can't control
While
any
you're
part of
in
my
there?
while I'm
Or-
in there. I
yeah.
can tell myself to lick my lips.
I got chills. This is
Yeah.
blowing my mind.
It's crazy. So so I guess like a couple weeks go by, and now I'm in this period of time where maybe it's happened 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And I get this idea that it's happening in I remember like once as a kid, and now I'm in like my early 20s, mid 20s, like around then, like 24, and I'm really, really like freaked out every time I go to bed because I'm like, I think this is gonna happen again. I know, it's like weird, and it's like fucking with your sleep. And
What a bummer of like being sad and scared to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like you should be giggling while you get into bed. Like I'm so comfortable.
Yes, I know. I have this thing. I have friends and I call pie crusting, which is where pie crusting is when you right before you go to bed, you pull the covers all the way up, you snuggle in, and then you think about all the things you've done that was wrong that day, and then you crimp the edges of the bed so it looks like of the bed sheets, so it looks like a pie crust.
That is so funny.
Yeah, pie crusting, baby.
Oh my
So I
God.
like sleep stress. Like one time I was like, this is like pointless to you. I know I feel like I'm already like over time with you guys.
No,
but
it's
like
great.
I sleep like clutching, like just like my natural resting.
I had like a few weeks ago where I woke up and my hands were sore every morning
Oh my God, it's insane.
because I was
Clenching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's almost like it's like your body goes into rigor.
yeah.
And so I'll just kind of tell you where this heads. I go to sleep one night and it happens again. And I know when it's happening because I
Yes.
almost can now at this point say, oh no, oh God. And then here it is. And it's
my
happening.
God.
So this time I was like, I'm just going to like embrace it.
Yeah.
And so I remember that I can push myself off these walls. Oh my God, I
That
sound so
is
insane.
awesome.
And then I start floating around my bedroom.
Also amazing to be lucid dreaming at all.
Yes, lucid
Yeah.
dreaming. This is essentially what it is.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
lucid dreams. And so I start pushing myself around the bedroom, and I start going around, and everything is like exactly the way I imagine it. It's like the way it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm experiencing it as if I'm just hovering around my room. And I get over to this corner of where my roommate's desk was. And I look in between the desk and the wall, and there's this like chunky cable knit sock, like this, like I don't know if it's cable knit, but it was like a very thick, warm sock that I loved, and I couldn't find the other one to it. And so I was like, oh wait, there's the other sock. That's it. I don't know how it got there, but like it's just like in this thing. And so I'm like, that's crazy. I was like, my instinct was to try to go get it, but I can't, like, again, like just as I'm floating, I can push myself off, but I can't like touch anything.
Yeah.
Except for some reason I can, I guess, like push off the walls, or I guess use that. Anyway, I wake up and I was like, okay, so that one I spent a little bit more time in. I don't feel as like crazy about that.
Yeah.
And so I go to work the next day, and I used to work really early in the morning. So I would just go to sleep at like 9 p.m. in my early 20s. And, you know, exactly.
Very hot, very
Some
sexy.
people spend it having fun, sleeping around. I slept terribly.
I had horrifying nights of sleep.
I was having dreams while other people were watching Law and Order.
So I get home from work that day, and as I'm about to go to bed, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh God, please don't let this happen again. I've like just really at this point like taken like an not an Advil PM, but just like an Advil in general to just like sort of like ease it, like, or just sort of like not make me feel terrible. Anyway, so I go and I'm like, as I'm getting to bed, I'm like, I wonder if this sock is there. And I go over to in between this thing, completely out of view. There's no way I have looked into this. And I swear to fucking God, that sock was there.
Really?
And I grabbed it and I had those socks. I was like,
have chills. This is so wild.
Isn't that weird?
Yes.
That's really
It's so strange.
wild.
And so it didn't happen to me again after that for a while. The last time it happened again in a little bunch was about maybe like 4 or 5, maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was happening. I was living with a roommate at the time. And she one of the times I don't remember, because she just came into my room and she was like, Brandon, you were screaming for me to wake you up. And I was just, she was like, you couldn't move your body. She was terrified. She was like, what is going on? I'm like, sorry, that happens.
I should have told you before we moved in together.
I should have told you this, that sometimes when I go to bed, I'm not sure I'll like hot. But then, and finally one last time, it happens. This is the last time it's happened. It hasn't happened in this. I was like, okay, I'm here. I remembered the cable net like sock thing. Start pushing myself, and I'm in a new apartment by now.
Yeah.
And I go, and I'm like, I'm gonna go outside. I want to go outside.
Awesome.
And I go out into my hallway, and the first thing that I notice is that it's exactly my hallway, but reversed. It's exactly it. And I look down, and there's this pair of multicolored shoes that I had never seen before, and they were sitting in front of my neighbor's door. And I go down to the front door, and then I'm like going down the steps. I mean, I'm just kind of like floating down these steps.
Whoa.
And I'm about to go out the door, and then I wake up involuntarily. I don't know what happened. It's almost as if I was waking myself up. I could never get myself to go outside.
Whoa.
So the next morning, I wake up and I go out into the hallway, and there's these multicolored shoes. And I was very good friends, sitcom level good friends with my neighbor Brianna at the time.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, whose shoes are those? She's like, oh, I just got those. And I had never seen them before.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Oh my God.
So
That is
you
so-
are having
So you're like,
Yeah.
out of
doing
body
it.
experiences.
I'm doing it. Was this too long? I hope this wasn't like too
No.
long.
no,
for your show.
this is perfect.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Isn't that
Whoa.
crazy?
That's so wild.
I know. I don't know what it is. I haven't had it since. I can actually like when I having like the paralysis, like this essentially like I can like sleep paralysis and the lucid dreaming can be separate. I think,
Yeah.
or at least in my brain they can be separate. Sleep paralysis is insane. I don't know. I can say fuck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
please.
love that you're bleeping yourself.
I
though.
love it so much.
Listen, whenever I say fuck, I want you guys to replace it with like an audio of like boo.
Sleep paralysis, boo, insane. I love that. Marcy, start doing it.
So much work for me.
I know, but you've
it's
agreed
gonna
to
be
it. It's a
boo and funny.
it's gonna be boo and funny.
So, how many times in your life do you think it's happened then?
Oh, it's hard to count. It's hard to count
Over
because
20?
it's been like I would say maybe yes. I would say maybe if there's times that I don't remember it happening,
yeah.
I would say over 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say over 20. Once when I was like a teenager, and like when I was in high school, and then it didn't happen again until my early 20s and the mid 20s, and then I guess like 5 years later.
What would you do if the government comes to you and they're like, hey, man,
I think I would get.
We need you.
You have to get your agent involved, though.
I would have to get my agent.
Yeah,
I'd be
gotta
like,
give them 10%.
Yes, exactly. I gotta give. Listen, and that's just for them because I love that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them 10%.
Yeah, even if it is an offer.
Every time I get a Venmo, I say, "Great, Venmo 10% of this to my agents." So if they came to me, I would be like. I think I would get too nervous.
Yeah.
I would get too nervous that I would not succeed.
You couldn't
or that
you couldn't perform on demand.
I could not paralyze myself in sleep on demand.
That is so...
Isn't
Do
that
you
weird?
have a plan for how
Wild.
you're going to handle it again in the future?
The licking the lips thing is like a tenet of mine. Like I actually, my current, I have my roommate in New York City. She, I think, had it happen for the first time, just like randomly.
Contagious.
So yeah, it's like contagious. This is like another new apartment that I met, and I've known her for a while. And she was like, I had this weird thing happen to me, and I was like, wait a second, I know exactly what that is. She didn't have the lucid dreaming, but she had the it was like she was like couldn't move. She was in sleep paralysis, and I told her, I was like, lick your lips the next time you feel like that's happening, and it worked for her. So it's like licking my lip. It's so gross to be like,
This will save
What
me.
if you like were in bed with someone and then all of a sudden you see their tongue like all over their mouth, like blah, 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 blah.
First I'd be like, sweet, I'm getting yeah, no, I think it is a very weird thing. Yeah. And also, wait, here's one other last time too that happened. I just was like 20. I was like, also when it was one of the other times, it happened at a job. I was working at a cafe. I fell asleep on the desk of the cafe. Then tried to wake up. Had a full conversation with people who were never there. Were never there. I don't know who these people were.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They were dead people who were seeking coffee.
Oh my gosh, yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's
It was
amazing.
very insane. It was very insane.
That's so wild.
I know. Wait, but do I come across like, I know that this is the safe space for this, so I'm not being, but I can't tell like is it like, do I sound bonkers? Like,
No.
No, not at all.
Because I'm genuinely like a pretty level-headed guy, which I think is why this like, no, you're right.
Actually,
no, the opposite of.
No, I think it doesn't sound crazy. It just sounds, I don't like, it's one of the first times I think we've heard about that specific of like being able to do it that much. Or
It was it's this thing that happens. I couldn't control going into it.
Yeah.
But once I decided, it was a decision. It was a conscious decision to say, all right, I don't like being here.
Yeah.
I don't like rising out of my body and looking down at myself.
that is so wild.
And it's like the moonlight. The visceral imagery of it. I'm sure there is and I'm sure somebody's listening, and there is not even skeptics, but just scientific medical explanation for what I'm experiencing.
Whoa.
But I can't explain these other two things that have happened. I mean, like, subconscious is the crazy thing. What we take in every single day and how we sort of process it is like a wild, wild, wild thing.
Yeah.
But I don't find myself to be so in tune with my body or so in tune with myself the way I think a lot of other people can be, and they are.
Yeah.
is that why you're leaving it at night?
Yes, it is. I think it is.
God, that is, you finding that sock is
amazing.
so wild.
It is. I wish it was like something cooler. Like I found even like $10, but it was like this sock that
If
I
it was a
think
sock
I still
you
have the
liked,
sock actually. I think I still have it.
It's a good sock.
And I brought it with me today.
Do you have time to listen to a story?
Yes, of course
All right,
I do.
Let me
Yeah.
pull one up.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I love the podcast. I listen every week. My mom has a good ghost story, and I wanted to share it. She had an aunt named Babe that she was very close with. They spent a lot of time together when my mom was growing up, since Aunt Babe lived just down the street. In 1984, when my mom was grown up and married, Aunt Babe got very sick. My mom couldn't take care of her because she had to work. My mom did take Aunt Babe's dog, though. The dog was at the vet for weeks, and then he died, but my mom didn't tell Aunt Babe. At the same time as this was going on, Aunt Babe went into hospice. One day, when my mom went to visit her, Aunt Babe said, "We will continue this conversation someday, Roseanne." My mom's name is Roseanne, and that ended up being the last time that my mom and Aunt Babe were able to have a conversation. Another few days passed after that visit, and the hospice called my mom to say that Aunt Babe was pretty close to the end. My mom and some other family members went to Aunt Babe's hospice room. It was pouring down rain and storming, and around 2 a.m., all of the other family left, except for my mom. My mom sat on the hospice bed opposite of Aunt Babe, and she prayed and talked to Aunt Babe, saying that she would take care of everything, that everything would be okay, and not to worry. Suddenly, my mom noticed that while she'd been talking, her own gaze had shifted upwards towards the ceiling. She stopped, stunned, and realized that Aunt Babe had stopped breathing. My mom called the nurse, who came in and confirmed that Aunt Babe had passed. After a few minutes, my mom went into the hallway, and she called my dad, who was at home 30 miles away. When she told him Aunt Babe had died, he said, "I know, she was just here." My dad had been staying up late, folding laundry, and while he was walking through the hallway of the house, a few minutes before my mom called, he had smelled a strong medicine smell and felt a cold draft. He looked around to see if there were any broken bottles to account for the smell, but didn't see anything. He took the laundry into the bedroom, and our dog Mishka was standing up on their bed, shaking uncontrollably. She was looking past my dad into the hallway, and she peed right on the bed. My dad was too scared to turn around and look behind him. My mom thinks that that was the ghost of Aunt Babe coming to look for her dog. Anyway, that's the story. Thanks.
Oh, wow.
My God.
That's wild.
That really gave me
Chills.
chills.
That
Chills
did. That phone
over.
call moment was the one that just got me.
Yes.
Where it's just like, I know she was already here.
That's hard. Ooh, I'm getting chills still.
Do you think Mishka was like, she's trying to take me to the other side?
Yeah, like, I'm not your dog. I'm not your dog.
You got the wrong dog, lady. You got the wrong dog.
Dog lady, come on, man.
Oh my God.
That's a good
That was
story.
a really
Wonderfully
good
well.
one.
I like that it sounded like she had really like parsed it out too.
Yeah.
That like, yeah, it was like really just like,
She
Yeah.
got all the beats of
she
it.
got the beats of it. That was
That gave me
wild.
real good chills.
It did.
God, me too.
That is wild.
Oh, and a dog's so scared they just pee on the bed.
No, I know.
And you rub the dog's nose in the
Yeah.
pee on the
Yeah,
bed.
exactly. I'm not turning around. Also to be like, but though I think also to have that relationship, that moment. All right, so you see your dog, my dog, this creature, this lovable, wonderful person that I essentially live with. You notice something's off about them, and so deeply that you refuse to turn around because that's you're registering it third party.
No. Ugh.
No.
I can't even imagine. Like,
That's wild.
I don't ever want to feel that.
I don't
I
want-
don't ever want to experience
I don't want Bo
that.
to ever
Yeah.
shake and pee.
No, my gosh, yeah, Bo, your cat. Like that's the thing. Yeah, what if Bo just suddenly just like started like meowing right behind me?
Ew. I would be like, jump out the window.
Jump out the window.
Jump
To
out
me?
the window. Yeah.
Get out of here, you demon.
Brandon,
What if
jump
also
out
at
the
the end
window.
of this, I knock on the door and I'm like, hey guys, I'm here for the podcast.
Gross.
I would kill myself. That's it. I'm done. I don't know what's what.
Why did Betsy pass? How?
Why did she
Killed
pass?
herself. Why? Why did Betsy pass? That's my first question. Is
Well, it's because
why?
she killed herself, Brandon.
oh
Come
yeah,
on.
no, but like, why?
Oh man, that was so great.
Yeah, that was very good.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
being on the
so
podcast.
much.
Oh my gosh, I could feel like I could be in this room for 100 more hours.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next time I go to sleep, maybe I'll come and visit.
Let us
Oh my gosh.
know.
Yeah.
And if I ever get that paralysis, I'm gonna lick my lips.
Lick your lips. It's
Yes.
just it's a real sensual, like it's even this. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm
yeah.
sure you ready?
Gross.
It is gross.
That's slower than I thought it would be.
Oh my God, Brandon, tell everyone where they should check out your work or find you or whatever you want to plug.
If you want to find me on Instagram at Brandon Takes Pictures.
Ooh.
And then, oh gosh, I don't know if I have anything to plug coming up.
Well,
but, we'll see.
He's going to pop up and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, exactly. I don't know when this comes out, but in May you can order Isn't It Romantic on DVD or Blu-ray or digital.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Help him get those residuals, guys.
Get those residuals.
Please, I just moved to LA and I need an apartment.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Oh my God, you're the best. Thank you so much, ladies.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.